What I'm promoting here is not the truth, or rather not the only idea about truth, because my intention is not to promote that it's my way or the highway when it comes to methods to ascertain the possible truth or reality that we live in. Worldviews in themselves can be a stumbling block to the academic conversations about philosophy. The difficulty with these conversations is often finding the subtle beginning points from which to begin. If I take it as an axiom that God does not exist, and you take it as an axiom that God does exist, we've already fallen over each other. If truth is grounded in God for you, then regardless of what I say, no matter how convinced you might be of what I say, then by definition, it cannot be true because it's not grounded in God. This is why I propose we agree on reality before we even get to the details of the conversation. I found that most people, regardless of worldview, can agree on what is real and what exists for most things, for the vast majority of things. The skepticism I propose comes in two stages. First, assess what reality is, then assess what things appear to be in line with that reality. In other words, what is a reasonable criteria for examining what things are true? In doing so, anything we have that's surplus to our agreement, we can discuss. This cuts out the problem of worldview comparisons because we've already agreed that for most things, what is real and true. We can then concentrate on those additional things and see if that assessment we are using for them is in line with reality. It's not a new idea. This was first proposed by a guy called William of Occam, who came up with a scientific principle called Occam's razor. Occam's razor is attributed to a Franciscan friar, Franciscan, I can't speak, from the 13th century, 13th and 14th century. Although the idea itself is not original to him. The razor is a simple version of a probability theory. And it gets misused a lot. People think it means the simplest idea is going to be more often than not the correct one in lieu of any other explanation. It's not. What it actually proposes is that the idea with the least amount of assumptions is more than likely going to be the correct one. It's not a hard and fast scientific law, but nevertheless it is immensely useful when we apply it as part of a scaffolding technique for examining what is likely true.